Hey everybody, Carl here from Abt, and in this video we're going to show you how to properly unbox the LG G4 series OLED TV. This is one of their 2024 models. This is the 65-inch version. They do come in a variety of sizes, so just be sure that you're doing this the proper way depending on what size TV you buy. But stay tuned, because here we go. First thing you're going to want to do is get a cutting tool. I will just use my knife here, and we're going to cut through these plastic straps so that we can lift the box off of the TV. But before we take the box off, we're going to go ahead and cut through the tape on the top to remove all of the accessories that are going to be located up here. And on the top, you're gonna have a little piece of paper here that shows how to unpackage the TV and how to build the stand. We'll throw that off to the side. Then we've got some accessories here. This is where our remote is, and it looks like some other cables. We've got some, looks like pedestal pieces here. They do come with a pedestal in the box this time, not a wall mount. So we've got our pedestal pieces. And then there's a piece of styrofoam here that we're gonna take off as well. It's not as easy as it looks. And from here, we'll be able to take off the box. All right, now that we've got that piece of styrofoam taken off the top, you're going to want the help of a friend to lift the box off the top, especially on the 65-inch and larger, because they are pretty big. After you get the box off, you are going to notice a couple of more pieces on the back. These are, I believe, parts of the pedestal, but we'll take that one out, remove that piece of styrofoam, and then there is one more piece over here on the right-hand side, and we'll set those off to the side. And now, for some reason, LG on the 65-inch makes the unboxing process just a tiny bit more complicated, but we're going to take this piece of styrofoam from the front of the TV, and we're going to lay it down just like this. And then we have these two pieces that we've retrieved from inside the box, and the box we have flattened out to lay on the ground. And this cutout here is going to go over this piece right here. And it kind of just seats itself in there, and if it's on properly, everything should sit flat, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you have sort of this piece coming off the back like that. I'm gonna walk around here, and we'll do the other one. And again, you're gonna see this cutout here, and that's just gonna fit over this here. And now we're ready to lift the TV out of the box and put it into here, which will apparently make it easier to install the pedestal. Now there's a couple of little cutouts on the back of the styrofoam here, and with the help of a friend, you're going to lift the TV out, and it's going to fit right into this cutout on these two pieces of styrofoam that we just put down. And just like that, now our TV is still balanced, it's not wobbling around, now we can get to installing the pedestal. So the first thing we're gonna do is take the neck piece here, and I've turned the base plate around so that this is a little easier to see. There is a little tab here that sticks back towards you, and then there's a little cutout here on the bottom of this piece. That's gonna slide over here, kind of at an angle, and then you're gonna push this forward till it clicks into place, just like that. And then we're gonna flip this over, and there's gonna be 4 screws that go into the bottom here. And for that, we are going to use 4 of these silver screws. There are 2 packets. One of them, they are black, and the tops are flat. The silver packet, the tops are round. So we're gonna use the round screws, like I said, in the bottom here. Now we are going to take this piece here, and you want it to be sort of in the shape of a U, so this indent here is on the top. And you have two different options here. This particular notch is going to put the TV at about 1.5 inches off of the pedestal. If you choose the upper notch, it's going to put it 3.3 inches off of the pedestal. So if you're planning on putting a soundbar in front of it, probably want to do the higher one. If you're looking for a more low profile look, choose the lower one. And then you have these 3 sets of where the screws are going to attach through the back, and you'll put screws through these 4 holes here. We, for the purposes of our video, are going to use the lower one, and that just lines up there, and then you kind of push it back so that it sits in place like that, and then we're going to flip it around and put the screws in. And then for these 4 holes, we are going to use, again, the same, I guess they're bolts, not screws, but with the rounded top. And we're just going to put those 4 through the back here. So now we're here at the back of the television. I'm just going to rip the packing material apart here. Probably should have removed this first, but we're already this far, so we'll keep going. And then just kind of scoot that out of the way, and then you're going to take this piece, this entire assembly that we just made, and there's 2 tabs up here at the top, and those are going to hook into these 2 spots right here. And once you have those tabs lined up, you can just kind of hook it into place, and you got to work it around a little bit. You almost have to lift up on this a little and work it into place, and then when you let go, it should stay attached to the back of the TV. And now you're going to put 4 more bolts into these 4 holes here, and that is the other packet. These are the black bolts that have the flat tops on them. And they should go in pretty easily because everything should be lined up. And then finally, we're just going to put a couple of covers on here. We've got this piece, which is going to cover up the cables right here. And then there is this longer plastic piece, which I didn't show at the beginning because it's not technically part of the pedestal itself, but it does cover up your cables on the back. So we'll start by putting this one on. You can run all your cables through this area right here. And you've got 2 tabs here. Those are going to line up with 2 holes here at the bottom. And then you just snap that into place. And then we're going to take this other F-shaped piece, I guess it is, and the fork here is going to go down, and all of these pins on the back are just going to line up, and you can push those in. Just be careful with this part and sort of hold on to the pedestal while you're doing this so the TV doesn't fall forward, because we don't want that to happen this far into the process. And then with the help of a friend, we're going to lift the television up and put it on the counter here behind us. Come on up. Okay. And then once you have your TV in place, you can peel off the protective film from the front. And we'll get it turned on so you can see the picture. Okay, so as you can see, the TV looks absolutely amazing. We were not expecting anything less from the G series. The G4 is just that much better, so we're super happy to see that. As far as setup goes, it's maybe not the most straightforward, especially with having to build that little extra stand to put the TV into, to then take the TV out of. And you're definitely going to want to take your time assembling the pedestal and getting it attached. So there is a little bit of work involved with this one, but overall, the picture more than makes up for any kind of trouble you have unboxing it. Just make sure you're careful not to pinch the screen at all, because you don't want to do any damage there. But overall, I think people are going to be really, really happy with this one. Thanks as always for watching. Make sure you stay tuned, because we're going to do an overview on this one as well, where we go through all the details. So make sure you check that one out too, and we'll see you in the next one.